All right, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the contradiction between the message telling men to be strong, but also to follow the democratic process. Now, you might not think that these two ideas are contradictory, but I'm going to demonstrate how these two ideas are completely contradictory to one another with these recent news reports of supposed sleeper cells of Iranians in the United States that are going to drone bomb attack California, right? I'm not even going to pull up the article. I'm sure everybody's already heard of it. Already heard about it, right? Now, first of all, I'm supposed to believe that this isn't the government doing it in the first place just to incite more support for the Iran war in the first place. I'm supposed to believe that, first of all, right? And then second of all, I'm supposed to believe that even though the person that America elected twice, that campaigned on not allowing people to come into the United States from supposed Muslim terrorist countries, right? That now we're supposed to be mad at the Iranians for attacking us after we attacked them. When in fact, 10 years ago, people said, hey, oh, that sounds like a good idea. Not letting Muslim terrorist countries immigrate to the United States sounds like a good idea. Whoa, we want this guy that said that he's going to do that. Now, 10 years later, now you're telling us that people from Muslim terrorist countries are going to attack the United States from within the United States. And I'm supposed to be mad at them. I'm supposed to be mad at the Muslim terrorist. Now get mad at them. But 10 years ago, when people are like, you know what would be a great idea if we elected someone that said that they weren't going to let people from Muslim terrorist countries come into the United States? And everyone was like, wow, great, that's a great idea. Win the popular vote. Sounds like a good idea. Sounds like a great idea. Let's not let Muslim terrorists come into the country that hate us. And then we said, okay, yeah, that guy, the guy that said that, put him in office, put him in charge of making sure that Muslim terrorists don't come into the country. And then what happens? We let Muslim terrorists come into the country for 10 years. And now they're telling you to watch out for the Muslim terrorists. Watch out. And 12 days ago or 13 days ago, before we attacked their country, there were no warnings of Muslim terrorists going to attack California. I can't do logic. I cannot do logic. Now it's time to get mad at the Muslim terrorists so that you'll send your sons and possibly daughters over to a war that we started for no effing reason except for some crazy religious sect that doesn't like them because they're a different religion. And now we got to watch out for them. And I'm supposed to be mad at them. I'm supposed to be getting mad at them. And first of all, I'm supposed to believe that it's not actually the government itself doing it itself just so we get mad at them. That's first of all. Then second of all, I'm supposed to forget about the fact that we said that we didn't want to let people from Muslim terrorist countries come into the United States 10 years ago. And now that they're here, now we're supposed to get mad at them. Now we're supposed to get mad at them. Are you serious? Are you serious? supposedly this is serious. Supposedly they're serious. Supposedly we're supposed to take this seriously. That we're supposed to get mad at the Muslim terrorist after you let him in. After he said, hey, you know what sounds like a great idea? Not letting him in. Like, seriously. It's just like, and then they're like, you gotta be strong, Maybe they did this because you were weak. Maybe they're gonna attack now because you were just so weak. And no, we weren't. Actually, we were like, hey, this guy seems kind of tough. He's talking tough, and he's saying the same thing that we're saying. And then we're like, okay, we'll put him in charge of the supposedly greatest military in the world, and then just let him make sure that no Muslim terrorists come into the country. Problem solved. And then they're like, you know what? Actually, we're going to let Muslim terrorists come into the country for 10 years after you decided to be strong and employ the military to stop them from coming in. And now they're saying that you're weak and you got to man up again, right? And be mad. Be mad at the Muslim terrorists. I'm not saying they're not. I'm not saying that there aren't some Muslim terrorists. But that's why people 10 years ago had this great plan. This great plan. I can't remember what it was. Okay. But we're supposed to believe that you're not working with them in some way. I mean, you can pull up these type of things on your own, whatever device you have and whatever video service you use. Just type in Iran-Contra documentary, and then you can find out for yourself how the U.S. government under Reagan sold guns to Iran. Sold guns to Iran, and then used the money to fund a revolution, unconstitutional, did not go through Congress. That's why they had to sell the guns to Iran to get the secret money to start another war in Nicaragua with the Contras. And that's why it's called the Iran-Contra war. Right? So we gave guns to Iran. Now we're supposed to be afraid of Iran. We basically funded the entire drug war in Latin America. Now we're supposed to go and bomb Latin America because they're selling us drugs. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's this. It's just, you got to do this, and then we do that. And then we do this, and then we got to do that. But both times, it's them. It's them doing it. And then we're supposed to get mad at the other guy. That's just basically doing what you would do in the same situation. They would, of course, now that we attack them, they're attacking us. Wow. Oh, wow. Really? Really? And we're supposed to be mad at them, not you, for letting them in. We're supposed to forget about that. Forget all about the 10 years where you could have stopped them from coming in. In fact, it was implicitly desired that they do not come in. And you said that your plan was to not let them in, and people cheered for you. And you threw pens out on the stage when you were signing executive orders. And everyone was like, this is a great idea. And now we're supposed to be mad at them. Now we're supposed to be mad at them, even though you've been working with them since the Reagan era, since the 80s. You were working with them. Anybody can look this up. That's it. Just type in Iran-Contra documentary. This one's like an hour and a half long. This one's like an hour and a half long too. And then they got this one where you could just watch just the part about the drugs for guns part, where they sold drugs in the black community to fund killing people in Nicaragua. And also created the same person that created the laws to put black people in jail for having like a pebble-sized amount of cocaine for 15 years are the same people that brought the drugs into the country, and they're the same people that sold guns to Iran, and they're the same people that armed revolutionary militias in Nicaragua and Colombia and all these other Latin American countries. And then while they were arming those people, were at the same time buying drugs from them and then bringing them into the black community and then selling them in the black community, while at the same time creating laws to put every black guy in jail that had a pebble-sized amount of the thing that they were bringing into the country. And now they want you to be mad at them. Get mad at them and send your kids over to get blown up. Because obviously our missile systems don't even work. They might send you over there and you might get blown up by one of our missiles. Because even though it's 2026 now, the missile systems work worse. They hit random buildings like school buildings and stuff. So they might send you over there and then blow you up. And then pretend like they did it. That's how bad it is these days. They might blow you up. And then say that they did it and that that everyone else should get even madder that they blew you up after they sent you over there because you said that you didn't want the Muslim terrorists to come into the country 10 years ago. And they said, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Guess what? We got a guy right here that says he wants to also block Muslim terrorists from coming into the country 10 years ago. And you were like, yeah, I want to work with that guy. And now they're telling you, oh, whoops, oh, they got like spaceships over here now. They were able to build spaceships in the United States. We weren't looking, and now they're going to attack California with spaceships. And you got to get mad at them. Get more mad at them. Are you kidding me? So we follow the democratic process and we picked somebody that was strong, and then a bunch of other strong people signed up to join the military thinking that they might be able to block some Muslim terrorists from coming into the country. We're like, no, we're going to send you over there to their country where they haven't actually done anything wrong yet. They actually haven't. But we're going to say that they did, just like we're going to straight up lie to your face on TV and say that they blew up their own school. But we did it. And then they're going to send you over there. They might just blow you up. Think about it. They might just blow you up. Just like they sold the guns to Iran. Just like they sold the drugs to the black people. Right? But they want you to follow the process of bending over and then getting blown up. And then they'll be like, oops, well, it was the AI. The AI messed up. The AI thought you were Iranian because they're basically the same skin tone as white people. We thought you were Iranian. Now we blew you up. Or maybe they lased your thing, whatever you're in, your whatever type of carrier you're in. They lased that by accident. Whoops, Palantir got you. It wasn't our fault. We didn't do it. It was Palantir. Now you got to get even more mad because the only reason why Palantir did it is because the stupid Iranians. And now, bruh, they'll just keep making stuff up. And they'll keep blowing people up. And that's it. That's it. They just make stuff up and blow people up. There's nothing else to it. There's nothing else to it. They blow people up, they make stuff up, and I'm supposed to believe now that Iranians came over here, built a spaceship, and they're going to attack California. And then we're supposed to get mad at them. Even though 10 years ago, no. Right? All right. If you haven't seen Twins, though, that is the South American Nazi movie. Like I said, every movie, every conspiracy's got to have a movie, right? And Twins is the South American Nazi movie. If you watch the movie, you'll see what I mean, because they were in South America, and it was some eugenics project in South America, and all the guys were German scientists, right? Right. And so that's it. That's the video. Thanks for watching. If you did, have a good day and peace.